Hello everyone, Chef Bray One here, and I'm back with another video today. As you know, I did the Fortnite video, but this one is a more serious video, and one that's not very good at all. And it is on Sears, and actually Kmart with this store. So, as you guys know, one of the oldest Sears that's still operating, I think it is the oldest Sears store, is the one in Brooklyn, New York. Which it's very old, but there is some breaking news, which I actually found out today from a Facebook post on my Crazy About Kmart and Sears page that I follow. It's on Facebook. I follow it, and I get updates all the time on the Sears and Kmart stores. So I didn't want to believe it, but the post said, it came out the other day, that this Sears and Kmart store in Brooklyn, New York, like I said, I think it's the oldest Sears store still in operation, is permanently closing soon. And I actually decided to look it up on Google, and how I did that was I looked up Sears Brooklyn, New York jobs, and this... What's going off my laptop? It just totally... Okay. I think my battery's dying. But this Sears store is closing. It says temporary cashier, up to 40 hours a week available, store closing. And it's posted on this thing, LinkedIn, which is pretty good with that kind of stuff. So yes, the Sears store in Brooklyn, New York is closing, guys, just based off of this job here. This job posting, the most recent one. And yeah, it is closing. It's seasonal, it's closing, it's the store closing. So yeah, the Sears store in Brooklyn, New York is closing. And it's very unique because this Kmart store, the Sears store in the past couple years, it's gotten renovated, and it also features a Kmart store in the basement. And that's just the front of it, just the old looking Sears store. A lot of the old looking Sears stores look like that. Yeah, I'm going to find you some pictures of this Kmart store, which was a test a couple years ago, to see if little pop-up Kmarts would do well in Sears stores. And I think they were going to do it with Sears stores and Kmarts, but it never really worked out. But this Sears store was very unique because it featured a Kmart for a couple of years on the basement level. So you can see that sign says Sears and Kmart. And this is what the Kmart store kind of looked like. It was like a pop-up storefront. It's still technically there, but because it is closing, according to that job posting and what people are saying on the Crazy About Sears and Kmart Facebook page, yeah, it is actually going to be closing, you guys. And if you don't know the amount of Sears and Kmart stores that are left, it's so small. It is so small. After this, there'll only be 24 Sears stores, if I'm right. I'm pretty sure it's 25 right now. The one that's closing is in Raleigh, North Carolina. That's closing very soon. And with this Sears store, it'll be down to 24. 24 Sears stores, and there will be 17 Kmart stores, because that list of 17 Kmart stores does not include the mini pop-up Kmart in this Brooklyn, New York Sears store. So it's pretty significant, guys, so I want to make a quick video on that. Yes, this Sears store in Brooklyn, New York, which is very old, it's been running for such a long time, it's closing very soon, and it's pretty sad. And I'm just going to go on Transform Co.'s company site to see what they list about it. It says operating store, but it's not going to stay operating for very long. So I figured I'd announce the breaking news that this Sears store in Brooklyn, New York, which is one of the last few Sears stores in New York, is closing. And yes, it is unique because it features that pop-up Kmart store. But it is done, guys. It is closing. And as we know, Eddie Lampert's been selling off all Sears and Kmart's assets off over the years as he slowly makes all that real estate money and wipes away any history from Sears and Kmart. It's terrible, and I could go on a whole rant about it. You guys know how Eddie Lampert is. He's been terrible. He's been terrible at all costs. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video.
that this Sears store is closing, and it's a very unique store, very old school. There was another one, I think in Boyle Heights, Ohio, that was like this too, a very old school Sears, but as we know, they're all going to be out of business very soon, all Sears and Kmart stores, because Eddie Lampert's been slowly killing this company completely and ripping off all its assets, eliminating all of the company's employees and all their jobs, and just, yeah, it's very hard to find a Sears store. There's only one left in my local area, and honestly, I think by the end of this year or early next year, that Sears store will be closing too, and all Transform Co. will be closing. There's rumors that Transform Co. might be going out of business by November or December, and if that happens, yes, we know that all their stores will be closing, which is only, like I said, currently 25 Sears stores. Technically, actually, 26 Sears stores, because the one in Raleigh is closing, I believe, in a couple of weeks. So then it'll be down to 25 Sears stores nationwide for the company, and 17 Kmart stores. But that fleet is not going to last long. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's really not enjoyable, but hope you find it informative anyway. And I'll see you guys soon. Very sad news, guys.